there, and thanks for tuning in this time-lapse video. My name is Marie. You're currently inside my tiny house. Very quick introduction before the video starts. I've been dreaming about building my own tiny house for years, but I didn't have any previous building experience, so what I did was sign up for a tiny house workshop. After that, it took me a year to build my tiny house, moved in, took me another 6 months to a year to finish the inside, and now I've been living in it for the past 3 years, which is the amount of time it took me to put all of the time-lapse videos together. So that's that. So hope you enjoyed this video. There's gonna be plenty more building adventures on this channel. I am currently trying to build a deck, so that's probably another entertaining project to watch me struggle with. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye! First of all, I really wanted to share pictures and videos from the tiny house workshop, because it's at that moment that I felt like I had enough knowledge and I built enough confidence with the tools to actually start my very own build. I also met a bunch of really amazing people, and one of them was a builder who agreed to mentor me with the planning part and would help me 2 days a month with any step that I couldn't do alone or I wasn't comfortable enough to do myself. Onto organizing for the next few months with countless notebooks, calendars, whiteboards, quotes, plans, and SketchUp drawings. I also bought a van because I really wanted to use a lot of recycling materials, and I knew I would have a lot of pickups to do. Then it took 3 months for my trailer to be made and delivered, and after my builder approved my plans, we were finally ready to start building the frame. Then it was time to install the floor. A friend who kindly offered to drop off one of his tools to fix the tongue and groove flooring to the subfloor ended up staying to help, and in just a few hours the floor was completely done. Onto my favorite part, standing and fixing the framing together, because you finally get a feel for the space you design and imagine in your head for so long. Next, I put the wrapping around the house, installed cavity battens, the windows, and I also installed the roof. But unfortunately, I drilled the sheets in the wrong place for the screws, so that was a gigantic mistake. But my friend who is a roofer offered to help and install a new one, as well as the flashing. I decided to reuse those corrugated iron sheets that I drilled in the wrong place as part of my cladding. So here you can see an interesting mix of different things with the shadow clad that I originally intended to use and the iron. And here is the house after I stained it brown, which I hated, so I ended up painting it black. The house was weathertight at that point, so it was time to start the inside. That's me installing the sliding door for the bathroom. For the kitchen, I wasn't too sure how much bench space I wanted, so I just had to play around with different layouts. Next step was wiring the house. Wiring the house. My electrician came with 2 of his friends, and in just a couple of hours, everything was done. I also wanted to be off-grid, so there were solar panels to be installed as well. At that point, we had to take the house outside of the shed because it was barely going through the door, and we still had to install the solar panels on the roof. And that's the inverter when we turned the power on for the first time. And ta-da! That is before and after installing the shower. I used polyurethane to protect the floor. Ooh, and there is a very satisfying opening of an insulation bag. Putting the insulation in was such a nice break for my little brain. No thinking or planning or decisions to make. For the lining, I use plywood. I cut all the sheets and painted them while they were on the ground, but I got over that job pretty quickly, as you can see. Putting the sheets up by myself wasn't really easy, but I managed. And to keep it real, here is a depiction of what my life was for a couple of years, a constant mess. Probably one of my favorite projects was building my palette wall. Don't be fooled by the time lapse. It took ages to collect the palettes, dismantling them, removing all the nails, sanding them and cutting them. But it looked so good at the end. Oh, at least I think it looks cool. You might have a different opinion, but yeah, I really liked it. And ta-da! I was so excited after that I literally moved in. I had power in the house, so why not? So here's a picture of me spending my first night in my tiny house. Then my beautiful mom flew from France to help me with the build. We decided that it would be a great idea to start with my bed, since we never done any cabinetry before. That project was complex because it was my bed, but it was also a U-shaped couch and a storage unit. So yeah, that was interesting, but we managed, and we also built a desk together. I had such a special time with my mom making things, and then she flew back to France and left me all by myself. Another great idea I had was to sew the cover for the couch myself. How hard can it be? Spoiler alert, it's hard. I also decided to spend an afternoon making a stop-motion video for my bed and everything it's supposed to transform into. So here it is. Enjoy. The last big project was to build my kitchen. So here it is from the start. I was cooking on the floor. Then I upgraded to a table. Then I bought some plywood to build a cabinet. And I installed all the appliances, the shelf, a pull-out pantry, and my wardrobe. And I think now it's time for the reveal.